Why, Bushy? Why do you do this? Why? I mean, a man just wants chaos support and, like, you know, he just wants, you know, his waifu back. He just wants to have him cuddle at night. And you give me Dragon Jesus. I see literally no other options than to you know. 私の命が意味もなし。神様のためにやる。カオスのためにやる。What's poppin', premium players? It's your boy, Premium Chad, and today we're going to be talking about some of the new reveals from the stream this morning. Now, I haven't been covering the whole stream since, you know, we started getting Alt Mile and Next Stage and all that other fun stuff, mainly because I hate to break this to you all. I hate to break this to you guys.
I don't give a singular shit about those cards.
But because, you know, we have the whole set now, I can start talking about Next Stage, Alt Mile, Asha, and the brand new set after this set, which had my hopes up so hard, and they screwed it up anyway. So let's talk about all three of the VRs from the new set. I'm not going to be going over any of the double Rs or any of that stuff, because overall, who cares about those? One fact that is worth mentioning is the fact that Gear Chronicle, Royal Paladin, and Neonectar now all have the Stride Fodder skill, where they have that grade 1 that when you call it, look at top 5, grab a grade 3. Sisylis says that if you have no face-up cards and damage, he gets 5k. So that's, we don't know the skills of the other two, but we'll find that out soon enough. Another thing to keep in mind is the fact that now we have a brand new kind of Sentinel, a 30k critical trigger. And that means that you can play either either draw trigger PGs, or you can play these, which, by the way, they're critical triggers that are Sentinels and have 30k shield. I'm sorry, but these are amazing in Kagero. These are a godsend for decks like Kagero. Royal Paladin, which really wanted to be playing 12 crit anyway. It's oh my god, this adds so many layers to the game. And if you want to see a video where I talk about every single new interaction you can make with these critical triggers, please leave a comment down below, like the video, and tell me if you want to see that video. Let's talk some VRs. Some of these are garbage. So let's talk about the first VR that was revealed of the new cards. We're going to talk about Alt Mile. Now, Alt Mile here is... Ooh, man. Let's talk best deck in format, boys. Right now, best decks in format are Vanquisher, Revan, etc. And then there's some Chrono Fang splashed in there. But the thing is that the Force decks that we have require their rear guards in order to really be able to, like, you know, push for game. And Vanquisher just says no. Alt Mile, for context, has a bunch of grade 2s and other cards that bounce themselves back to hand. So yeah, Vanquisher is going to have kind of a hard time dealing with that. I think with what I'm about to show you, the deck's got a pretty good going. Ariel Divine Knight Alt Mile says, if you have no cards face up in your damage zone, all of your grade 2 units get power plus 5,000, shield plus 10,000, and if you have an Alt Mile in your soul, all of them get a critical as well. Holy shit. I knew that this deck was going to be insane from when we saw things like Starlight Violinist, and they actually did remake Slayman, and Slayman's kinda nuts. But this card is completely insane. Considering the fact that a lot of your units can intercept from the back row thanks to the Violinist, or I forgot what card makes someone able to intercept from the back row, but they get 10k shield on top of it. This clan has such aggressive push, especially with that critical skill online, Force 2s, and oh my god, I haven't even considered what Force Workers will do with this deck. It's complete insanity, and we're not even done with the whole skill yet. This continuous alone makes the deck absolutely bonkers, but they didn't stop there. They made a second skill for this guy. On V, once per turn, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. Call up to 2 grade 2 cards, 1 from your deck, 1 from your drop zone. Shuffle your deck. Holy crap. This isn't a recycling ability that I thought the deck was going to get, like, you know, putting grade 2s from drop zone back in deck, but this is very, very, very similar to that. Alt Mile or Royal Paladin as a whole has kind of had this issue where once your grade 2s hit drop zone, you're kind of out of luck and you can't reuse them, so you need to play a lot of grade 2s because your deck really likes grade 2s. This guy just calls him out of drop zone. Grand Blue is currently in the process of filing for a lawsuit, because Royal Paladins keeps taking its mechanic, Angel Feather took its mechanic, I think Kagero took its mechanic one time. This is just complete insanity. This card is really, really good. I would have to see some testing because, again, the set's not out yet. On the premium side of things, you have the fact that this says all of your units get plus 10k shield. So in other words, if you call a grade 2 from hand to Guardian Circle, they become a 15k shield. In premium, this actually matters quite a lot. And a standard plus deck using Knight of Twin Sword might not be the worst idea ever. Remember, Royal Paladin still has a lot of really good generic grade 4 units. This is, oh boy. I am really excited to play around with this deck. I've always loved Altmile since G-Series, and I'm kind of sad that Brave is no longer a thing, but I'm sure we can work with what we're given. Let's talk next stage. Spoiler alert, you're better off playing the Stride. The end of the battle where this card attacked a grade 3 or greater Vanguard. A grade 3 or greater Vanguard. You might as well be striding. If you have a Chrono Jet Dragon in your soul, you can't even play Chrono Fang. You're better off playing Premium. Discard 2, ride the Chrono Jet from Soul, unit gets 15k, blah blah blah, you get another force marker. Just stride. Okay, this card in Standard is pretty good, right? This is fine for the clan in Standard. But in Premium, really? Like, you're gonna attack with a 15k beat stick, maybe 25 if you used a Force 1? I'm just saying. You're better off simply just using next stage in Premium. You get a triple drive, first of all. The second, you discard 3, which, by the way, since Gear Chronicle have turned into Dark World from Yu-Gi-Oh! For some reason, will get you plenty of value. I don't know, man. This is pretty bad. It's not good at all. It's really not. In Standard, it's okay, but we don't talk about Standard here. This is a Premium channel. You never talk about Standard on a Premium channel, because Standard is a format for... Oh boy, Asha sucks. Of course it had to suck. We couldn't just get a good Asha, which thank God it did, because if this VR was any better than the trial deck card for Premium, I would have probably done that whole sword thing from before, except actually gone through with it. During your turn, if you have 2 or more Asha units, including itself, on Vanguard Circle, this is a skill on Vanguard Circle, it gets 10k power. If you control 3 or more, it also gets a crit. Okay, so 10k and a crit. Really not that impressive. Really not that impressive. I mean, it does increase the power of your tokens, but that's about it. Like, this isn't as pressuring as Altmile is. It doesn't have quite as much defense as Altmile does. But the second skill is you can, so last one, retire 2 rear guards, make the token. I don't know. I feel like, I really feel like this card is just not worth it in Standard, like, at all. Neonectar in Standard has kind of been bad for, most of its lifetime, and this just doesn't fix any of the problems. I mean, the token's neat and all, but you're never going to resolve it. I mean, you could probably do it in Premium, but you were better off just playing OG Altmile in Premium anyway, because that thing actually makes tokens on call. This thing doesn't make tokens. This thing does not make tokens. It makes the Flower Fairy token, does not make plant tokens. So, for Premium, you're better off just playing the trial deck card. But this is going to be pretty fun, pretty interesting. Won't see much meta play, but I'm sure if you wanted to build a deck around it in Standard, you could. It would be interesting. And now, let's talk about the set reveal, which made me want to contemplate going through with that sword thing. I have already made this joke, so who the hell cares? The next set is called Galactic Dragon Flame, which is absolutely amazing for a set name. But that's not all. The Japanese version is Kinga Ryuen, which is actually really cool. Featured on the front are Dragonic Overlord the Cross, I'll be talking about that in a minute, and Alter Ego Messiah. God, the tip of this thing is just looking really nice to just, shove in my sternum.
Whoa, dude, this would probably feel great in my sternum. I wouldn't be able to feel anything.
I should probably stop threatening to use a weapon on video. I'm sure this breaks several community guidelines. So it's a very nice sword, though. It's a very nice sword, though. It's a very nice sword. It's a very nice sword. Also featured are Dragonic Blade Master Koen, Gallop. We all saw Gallop coming. And Susanoo, which I thought they'd do, but I didn't want to believe it. Because Susanoo really wasn't a popular card back in the day. Tsukuyomi was more of a popular OTT build back in the day, and Battle Sisters were more popular than that. So, I mean, I'm sure Susanoo fans exist. Please comment down below if you're a Susanoo fan. Let me know you exist. But no, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these VRs. Dragonic Overlord the Cross, there is no way in hell you can outpower creep the last cross. You just can't. The card in Premium is absolutely amazing. There's no way you can power creep that out without making the clan broken, which I wouldn't be opposed to. I really like Kagura. Alter Ego Messiah. Why is it every time we get Link Joker support, it's anything but chaos? Why? Bushy, why do you hate control decks in Standard? Why do you hate control decks in general? Why can't we have a control deck? I demand an answer! Blade Master Koen will probably be good for the Blade Master deck. By the way, did I mention that Kagura is getting 2 VRs, Koen and the Cross, which means they're probably going to be really freaking busted. Because usually whenever we get 2 VRs, the clan is nuts. Let's talk about Mordred, for example. Please end my suffering. Gallop is something we all expected. I mean, Gallop fans, I'm sure you're going nuts right now, guys. Oh, I can't wait to see the Gallop buyout. And Susanoo, I've already said, yeah, I don't know any Susanoo fans out there. I'm sure they exist. I just don't know them. I just don't know them at all. And I don't know, man. I really have mixed feelings for the next upcoming set, for these cards in general, considering the fact we have no events right now. I don't know if competitive Vanguard is going to survive much longer in this current state of affairs. Thanks to Bermuda 19, as said by W. Slasher, the best disease in all of history. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. I can do more deck profiles. Last one did pretty okay. Didn't break 100 views, so little upset that my hard work, and by hard work I mean sitting in front of a camera and rambling, went to waste. So, thank you very much. And this is Premium Chad, talking about cards he hates, talking about cards he likes, getting off the internet.